got 2008 first round of the playoffs in the West. Game 2, Lakers Nuggets. This is I mean, the series overall was 4-0 Lakers. It was a sweep, but this was a fun game. This was a somewhat close game, but we get to see AI, Melo, Kobe, and also J.R. Smith put up some points. Really, really good Kobe game, 49 points, 10 assists, threw a couple rebounds in there as well. Stroking it from deep, from the line, from 2. So nice complete game from Kobe Bryant as he leads a team that, like, we've seen some of these guys in we've seen portions of this roster in multiple different prior rewatch streams that we've done. And it's been interesting to see how guys like Derek Fisher play very different roles in different teams. Or like Luke Walton plays 28 minutes in this game. I don't think he played at all the last one we watched, that 2010 game. So lots of dudes. I mean, I would imagine everyone here will be familiar with all or most of these names. But I'm excited, man. Should we get right into it?
Yeah, we can get fired up. There's another one is DJ Benga. There's no Andrew Bynum. You know, we had just traded for Powell at the deadline, so Lamar is starting. Lots of, little quirks on the edges there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vladimir Radmanovic.
Yeah, so we're going to have Fish, Kobe, Radmanovic, Odom, and Powell starting on the Lakers side. Off the bench, Luke Walton, Sasha Vujacic, Jordan Farmar. Benga plays a little bit. Kobe Carl plays 2 minutes. Ira Newble. I do not remember that player. Plays 1 minute.
And I don't know if he said Luke Walton as well, like you said before.
Yeah, he was their sixth man in this one.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then on the Nuggets side, we've got AI, Marcus Camby, Kleza, Carmelo Anthony, and Kenyon Martin starting for them. And then J.R. Smith off the bench, among a couple other guys.
And Nene, Eduardo Nahara.
I love these jerseys that they're wearing.
Yeah, definitely a better kind of a colorway.
Mm-hmm. So shiny and some good stuff.
I feel like if they tweaked it, it's just like all these jerseys back then were like super boxy. If you kind of make them look more sleek and modern with that color, that would look great.
Yeah, we got a stagger weak side. Kobe going to work strong side. Double team. Oh no, that's Odom, not Kobe.
Shot clock to 1. Odom fires. Rebounded by Camby.
The Nuggets jerseys we were talking about, those blue, shiny blue.
Iverson met by Fisher. Iverson slipping it off to Martin.
Ooh, good hand.
Strip by Fish.
Good hands by Derek Fisher.
Oh no.
A 1-on-4 19-foot pull-up.
Have we watched a single game where the Lakers' first bucket wasn't a pull-up to like a step inside the three-point line?
That one's particularly bad. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a rush shot.
Ooh. Nice move from Melo.
Carmelo Anthony with a 30-point performance in the loss the other day.
How looking for the ball.
And here at the start,
down screen for Fisher.
Radmanovic for 3.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, one thing Vlad Rad was shy. He would let that sucker fly for sure.
Lakers in a drought there. Ooh, nice pass.
Yeah.
Second shot opportunities right there. You're going to have to be able to box out. I think that's why George.
I feel like Kenyon Martin, never really became quite the player people thought he would.
Lakers the other day shot 50% from the field, 33 assists on their 46 field goals. Odom has the tip, and back comes Camby.
And he was, a pretty good defender, but there we see Kobe get right to his spot.
Yeah, that was the main matchup. They were
I know there was one that was
called
out in the short that you put up today on YouTube.
Yeah.
3 misses at the rim so far for LA.
Yeah, Marcus Camby as well. Yeah, that's just classic AI there.
Oh my lord, Kobe scores 20 points this quarter.
Yeah, he hasn't scored yet.
He's 0 for 2. He's not going to miss another shot. I think this is going to be fun.
I don't think he misses the shot the rest of the half.
Man, when he was on, and would take the most difficult shots too. So it's like there's nothing you could do about it.
He did it a lot of different ways in this game too. You know, we saw him struggle last week in that Game 7 against Boston, but yeah, this was a classic Kobe performance.
Nice, and I like this lineup around him. It provides a good bit of spacing. Like, you can really open up the floor a little bit.
And that's one thing that Phil Jackson was worried about, the insertion of Klaiza into the starting lineup. He's always given Kobe.
I mean, there's still like, you know, 3 guys on the post side. So Kobe hits another pull up.
Yeah, true.
It's that
We're
triangle,
definitely still seeing
you know.
triangle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Came off the bench the other day, hit 9 of 13, including 3 threes for 23 points. Both clubs heating up. Iverson on a fadeaway, landed on Eduardo Nahara on the Denver bench. Bryant stripped by Martin.
Good strip from Martin there.
And then got down in a hurry, and the Lakers.
All right, Denver out to an early 12-9 lead here.
This is not new for him to be guarding Kobe Bryant.
LA's had some good looks, and it seems like they've missed all of the good looks and hit all the tough ones. Get some side pick and roll. Get a switch.
Martin at the time in his rookie season with the Nets. Here's Gasol, hit from behind. Anthony came over to help. And Gasol will go to the line. Now, what do the Nuggets have to do to get back into this series?
Well, there's 3 things the Nuggets have to do if they want to be golden. They've got to clog the middle. I think the insertion of Klaiza is going to help, especially when Camby goes over the rotate.
It's funny to think that this man is still tweeting at Lakers content creators and fighting about stupid shit.
Yeah, dude. He's so bitter. Oh, yeah, the zone diet is one of their keys to the game. I think he brings it up in maybe the halftime speech. Yeah, and then they have a hilarious graphic later. It was like, the zone diet, Kobe Bryant, 49 and 10. Like, the most, like, shade.
Explain the zone diet to me and everyone else.
Oh, this is the concept of mixing it up so that he can't get used to it. Where it's like, you're mixing 2 things up, man and zone. Like, I think he has different counters for that. And there's definitely a stretch in the second half where Kobe gets most of his assists, and they start to double him, and he clearly adjusts. That's offensive rebounds. Nice foul.
Not quite the same domineering size that we saw in that 2010 Lakers roster, but you still got some dudes out here who can get some boards.
Klaiza in his 3rd NBA season out of Missouri by way of Lithuania.
For Klaiza, getting some easy buckets.
For the most part, he's a guy who's
Kobe going to work. Oh no, it's Lamar going to work.
From downtown.
Speaking with Coach Phil Jackson, patience was going to be the key. He knows they can get any shot they want against the Nuggets, but they're going to have to move the basketball from side to side. Can't settle for 3s.
Denver's hit its last 6 shots, and Anthony lost it.
Not really seeing much for sets from Denver thus far.
Southern California.
LA doing classic triangle stuff. Look to feed the post and clear out, or swing the ball, lift from the opposite dunker up to the pinch post, feed that, and then cut off of it. While you get like the stagger weak side. You'll see a lot of the same actions here from LA.
And the Lakers did have Ariza at this point. He's just injured. They do show him on the bench as well.
And then his defense letting them move easily down
That's a
the
good
lane.
call
I
out.
talked to some of the players who thought it was a great idea. They enjoyed it. The message, hey, it's not about X's and O's. This has got to be physical. Let's take it to the street. And as you say, Craig, it's right out of the pages of Phil Jackson, who did it in his days with the Chicago Bulls and has continued with the LA Lakers. He will intersperse clips of various movies. In fact, he has done it for this first-round series.
Kobe sees a
Best in
stunt,
show.
finds the open man.
Oof. And it's gathered in by Anthony. West is battled for one of it. A traveling violation. Phil Jackson using best in show for kinetic purposes.
Denver's hitting everything so far.
Basketball highlights, also throws in some shots from the Knicks of the early 70s.
There's another.
By Carmelo.
Yeah.
Anthony wants to show
Definitely a mismatch for Denver there.
all the good teamwork on the part of the Knicks and tries to
Yeah, this team went 65 and 17. Holy shit. No, am I looking? I'm looking at the wrong year.
What is his mentality? A little bit of a drama?
That was the 09 team.
In fact, back to that subject.
Ooh, that's an ugly jumper.
Good old Marcus Camby.
And it's rebounded by Clay. So let's check in again with Craig. Well, Marvin, in case you haven't
Ooh, nice spin.
Kimbo Slice. I may have gotten a little confused that report by having Bimbo Coles and Kimbo Slice together. It may have sounded like I said Bimbo Coles, but it was Kimbo Slice, the great street fighter. I don't want him mad at me.
This team went 57 and 25. That sounds better. That sounds more right. Yeah, sorry, Josh. I didn't see your chat. It was the open okay.
Pretty good.
Getting all scared because he thinks Kimbo Slice is going to come after him. Where do you think he's going to meet you?
I mean, it didn't start great. Definitely needed Powell.
Slice was coming after him. He got his name wrong. Don't be scared, Craig. Don't be scared.
Nuggets up by 5. It's a Denver team that won 50 games, 50 and 32 in the regular season, finishing as the number 8 seed.
Lakers did end up as the top seed in the West. So they put it together. 30 and 11 at home that season.
Yeah.
They went 22 and 8 post All-Star break. Kobe again.
They only lost 3 games before the finals.
Wow.
They lost 1 to Utah and 2 to San Antonio.
Back in 1994, a Sonic team that was coached by George Karl. The box out by Gasol, and it's deflected out, but last touch by Gasol.
Flip that, reverse it. 2 to Utah. Is that the Darren Williams, Carlos Boozer era?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Andre Karolinko's on that team. Ronnie Brewer, Kyle Korver.
Good old Mehmet Okur.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so this box out. Not looking great so far.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are third in points in the paper. They average 46 a game. Tonight, they have that advantage 12-2 right now over the Lakers. Second shot opportunity. Foul committed by Kenyon Martin.
This is where you start to see Kobe in that triple threat and kind of put that leg between you as a defender. And Martin gets called there as the... You see him do that a few times on Martin and out of the post here, face up. Yeah, that's a good one. All those fakes, gets Martin to step out, open up.
Yeah. He pushed him towards the help, but Kobe went right through it.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah!
Nice. 2-point game.
He's still got 10 points left this quarter.
Yeah. They scored 16 points through the first 8 minutes of the quarter, and then they scored another 17 the last 4 minutes.
It used to be, I think. Early 90s and the 80s, it was more of an individual award. And I think now it's become more about the team's success, and it's directly tied to your team's success and how well you elevate your teammates. And for me, it's always been, criticism, that my critics have had of me is that I don't make my teammates better. So, for me to be nominated in that, in the breath of an MVP or to potentially win an MVP would mean a lot.
And the MVP vote will be announced later on in the playoffs. And that's a good point by Kobe. The feeling of who becomes MVP, at least how it is interpreted by the voters, has
he did win MVP for what it's worth.
Anthony goes off the back of the rim. It is now more toward the team concept as Fisher is fouled.
And Melo getting into foul trouble too.
And
it was really bad defense.
Well, I disagree with that statement a little bit because I think it's always been about the team game, because if it wasn't, Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson would have won it every single year because they've been the most talented players over the last 20, 25 years. But what I like about Kobe and what has transpired, because everything that went down during
just
the summer,
tied up here. There's Magic.
It's crazy. Magic looks like exactly the same. Like 15 years ago. That's crazy, bro.
All about the team, and they end up with the #1 seed in a tough Western Conference with incredible numbers. That's why he's going to be the MVP.
Luke Walton in the game.
Well, there were two factors that certainly led to this
particular trap there. It's interesting.
Andrew Bynum emerged and made Kobe into a believer. Then Andrew Bynum was injured, goes down, and Mitch Kupchak pulls off the steal of the year by acquiring Pau Gasol. Here's Kleza, plus guys like Jordan Farmer.
All right, chance to take the lead here.
Luke
Walton go to work. Luke Walton going to work? Oh,
no.
So there are a number of factors that have led to where the Lakers and Kobe have come at this point of the season, as Iverson is able to connect to give the Nuggets a 24-22 lead.
And also at the end of the day,
I think AI's exclusively hit middies this game so far.
I think we got J.R. Smith coming up now. Come in. Oh, nice pass.
Oh, good feed and one.
There's no hesitation. Otherwise, that closes too.
So Kobe's hit on his last.
Jordan Farmer checking in.
And recall at the start of the year, Kobe's comments about
fan favorite Jordan Farmer, it sounds like.
And yesterday, he was quoted in the Denver Post saying that, well, Mitch, general manager of the Lakers, believed in the draft picks he made. He had patience, so he goes from an F to an A+.
Well,
okay.
Well, of course, he believed in him. He needed
exactly. Sure,
to
Mitch.
believe in him. And I think this year, Kobe has shown the patience to believe in his teammates.
Well, it was kind of an in-progress scenario. From an F?
I mean, their best draft pick in this stretch was Marc Gasol, who never played for them.
Charting GMs around.
Another tough shot from AI.
Again, so the Nuggets now lead 26.
I mean, yeah.
8 points.
I bet that dude could still make that shot right now.
His first 6 shots.
Like in the league.
In game 1.
He's got 10 points already.
Yep.
Want the answer to get going.
I might have 8.
Bryant.
Oh.
The tip by Odom will not count. Allen Iverson also very frustrated at the end of game 1. Foul is on Nahara. Iverson hit with 2 technicals. He checked it. He said he deserved it. And as you mentioned, did score 30 on 11 for 24 from the field. Now look at the national TV playoff schedule. Tomorrow on NBA TV, Game 3 between the Magic and Raptors starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Friday on ESPN2, Game 3 of the Pistons and the Sixers. Detroit coming back earlier tonight with a 17-point win over the 76ers. And Friday on ESPN, a pair of Game 3s, Hornets Mavs, Spurs Suns. Sunday on ABC, Game 4 of the Cavaliers and Wizards, followed by Game 4 of the Spurs and the Suns. Earlier this evening here.
All right, LA up 1. Another second chance opportunity for Denver.
The Hawks 96-77, so Boston takes a 2-0 lead.
Kobe Bryant understands he has J.R. Smith, and there's no way J.R. Smith is going to be able to stay with Kobe Bryant. There's a big difference for Kenyon Martin and J.R. Smith.
Oh, Lord.
In game one, it was defending on Kobe and had a tough time in the second half. Here is Smith pulling it back, went between the legs, and lays it
wow.
JR.
It's fun seeing him be like he was different players at different points in his career. Oh, what a feed!
A late whistle. Yeah, for sure.
J.R. Smith doing a good job. Like we said, instant offense. He does a good job of through the legs, splitting two Lakers for the lane. And right here, you know, Coach Jackson said, look, you know, Powell's a big weapon for us. You know, when you throw the ball up to the rim there and he raises his arms, he's like...
So this season in our RAPM data, so it doesn't, not looking at any box score stuff, just the advanced on-off data, both Kobe and Powell were top 10 players in the league this year from an impact standpoint.
The other day, and he was facing Marcus Camby, the Defensive Player of the Year last season, although Marcus was more on the...
AI was 18th. Redmanovich was just outside the top 20.
And Iverson upset.
Nice job there by Jordan Farmer. I didn't think Allen Iverson knew that Farmer...
What did I say? They were 23-7 post-trade. It's pretty crazy.
Something like that.
Final minute of this first quarter.
Kobe again.
Yep.
Hits it again.
30-30.
17 for him.
He's made his last 7 shots. The game is tied at 30.
You know, just 2 games into a barely 2 games. I do not remember Farmar nearly as well. He is so much worse than I remember. Maybe it's unfair, but like my man cannot guard a thing. He's out of control half the time. I'm not having fun with him. I like
Kobe for 3.
Yeah.
Bang! 20 points for the quarter.
A 20-point first quarter for Kobe Bryant. Lakers do have a foul to give.
On 10 shots, dude. What the fuck?
In game 1. And then he came back strong in the second half, but he's come out on fire.
Yeah, Farmer's, he's outmatched by AI in this one. He had a good regular season, apparently, according to the data. He was 36th in impact in the NBA overall.
He was 36th in what?
36th in RAPM, the on-off like impact metric for that season.
Okay.
But this game certainly not a good matchup for him.
Yeah, he averaged a little over 20 minutes a game.
7 of 13 from the foul line.
14 free throws.
37% from 3.
Shot 37 of them. You want the volume, which is nice, but you've got to shoot better than that.
Yes, 23 of 37 the other day. 1 point lead for the Lakers.
2.7 assists to 1.3 turnovers per game.
And they'll look to get it up court in a hurry. Out of 4, 3, 2. Farmar got it off and was rejected. Camby coming out to greet the shot. That's his second block of the first quarter.
I wonder how much playing in the triangle impacted assist totals for point guards. Like I don't think Farmer was that great of a passer, but I wonder if that I'd be curious to see like what do the numbers look like for guys who were on other teams and then were traded to the Lakers or went from the Lakers to another team. And
yeah,
is that like just how equal the ball is distributed? Everybody plays every position. Like as we see. Denver come out in zone? Maybe? No, never mind.
There you go, Luke. Yeah, it's an interesting thing because I'm looking at his career after the Lakers. He only played 6 seasons after the Lakers, but finished his career, at the age of 30. He missed the 12-13 season entirely. I don't remember what happened there. Interesting.
Surgery, sat out the last 6 games with a sprained groin.
See, they're doing flares, but it's for like 18-footers and shit.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those.
Ooh. Lakers having trouble on the glass. So apparently this was by far his best impact season of his career. And then other than this, it's a lot of like average to below average to bad.
Farmar?
For Farmar, yeah. And I'm even surprised. I feel like if we had our LeBron data up and like better accounted for like the box score, that number would go down a bit based on what you shared.
Tough shot, damn.
And Vujic just couldn't have played him any better than that. You make the guy go baseline, tough jumper.
Here's the double team on Walton. We are seeing some signs of
Benga.
But the Lakers take advantage, and Benga was able to slam it.
Well, no Curry inactive for tonight's game because of the sore throat. Benga's going to
We should show Walton getting the steal.
And that's a jump ball.
Well, something that's been very rare in this game tonight, some passing. There, Lamar Odom finding Benga underneath for the easy dunk.
DJ Benga signed as a free agent. Spent 3 years with Dallas, with Golden State earlier this season.
Luke Walton.
And as you mentioned, is seeing some minutes here.
I enjoyed his playing more than his coaching.
I was going to say, I kind of wish he never coached for the team, so I could have a more positive memory of him.
I think I've successfully forgotten, or usually have forgotten, the like Magic Johnson front office time.
Oh yeah.
like that's not top of mind for him, but every time I see Luke, I think of the coaching.
He forgot Mo Wagner, dude.
What about Mo Wagner?
He drafted him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, I remember that night. I remember where I was. I remember pulling up Michigan film and being like, this guy wasn't all that good, but he has some ability. Maybe he could hedge.
6'11", 260. Farmar open for three and way off. Benga able to chase it down.
I mean, of course, everybody remembers where they were when the Lakers drafted Mo Wagner.
Like it's some kind of 9/11 moment or something. Like what? No, not everyone remembers where they were. But credit to him. He's improved at least. He's stuck in the league. I think he's back with Orlando, isn't he?
I believe so, yeah. Or he was last season. I don't know where he is currently.
Nice. Dude, I cannot stress how fucking cool Allen Iverson was. If you're, you know.
Dude, he was the man. It was so I got to see him in person. He's a blast to watch. Such a baller.
Like, obviously slightly less so in these years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think pretty soon after he got traded for Chauncey Billups, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
But Philly AI, dude, even though I wasn't, you know, a Philly fan, obviously, I had AI shoes, no doubt.
Yeah, after the season, he only played 2 more years. They were both below average years.
Yeah.
And then that was it. He's pretty good this year, though. But those Philly years are something else.
Yeah. Look at the 2-man game from DJ Benga and Luke Walton. Man.
This is the part of the downside with the triangle offense spreading the ball so much. Sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want to just hammer your top guys doing the best things.
Telling us that he told his players, you're going to get you shots. There's no reason to rush. Iverson try to get it inside. Benga step to the path.
How is this team a 1 seed? Right? Like,
I'm looking at the. You know who was the second seed? They were only the 1 seed by 1 game for what it's worth.
Okay.
Can you
Who
guess
was number
the
2?
2 seed?
Was it Houston that year?
No. Houston was 5th. But they had 2 fewer wins. This was that season, Tim, that all 8 Western Conference teams had between 50 and 57 wins.
Oh, wow.
Denver was a 50-win team. It was the New Orleans Hornets.
Oh, okay. Chris
Second.
Paul Hornets?
Yeah. Chris Paul, David West. And then the Spurs were 3rd.
Okay.
And then Utah, Houston, Phoenix, Dallas, Denver. Golden State Warriors missed the playoffs at 48 and 34.
Wow. That's a wild year.
Yeah.
Usually as a 1 seed, you're not playing a team anywhere near this good or with a record this good.
Yeah.
Kobe's hot. 9-point lead.
Kobe can just shoot over him, and he's too quick for him on the perimeter.
He is in rhythm with that jump shot.
Oh, Vlad.
The first half the other day, Anthony trying to draw the
Good
foul.
break, Allen.
Oh, they got 4 on 2.
Numbers. Ooh, that was nifty.
Yep.
Timeout, George Carl.
11-point lead, a 9-0 run for Los Angeles. Denver takes another timeout.
I keep trying to think of like comps for some of these guys. Oh, Chris Mims fighting. Just for fun, you know, just thinking in my head. 22 points, 9 for 11. Jesus. Yeah, that's funny. I'm thinking of like a Sasha comp for today. Just like an annoying bench shooter guy. Grayson Allen?
Could be Grayson Allen.
I think Grayson Allen's like better than Sasha was, but I feel like everyone hated Sasha.
His first appearance after he did dress for the game on
not Lakers fans, I mean. Not Lakers fans.
What about his game, do you think?
He talked a lot of shit.
Okay.
And I think he just like has like one of those punchable faces, you know?
Carmelo Anthony, the only starter on the floor for the Nuggets.
There's Melo starting to get it going.
47-38 Lakers. Bryant is fouled by Nahara. Try to front him. Not shooting.
Kobe did such a good job getting post positioning. He's got a couple nice seals today.
Yeah.
With 22 points in a quarter in a playoff game, holds the Laker franchise record, and Kobe fell 2 points shy. And that apparently stepped out of bounds.
Well, that 22nd timeout that Coach Carl took, he took J.R. Smith off of Kobe and put the bigger Nahara on him. Like I said, it looks like...
So up 9, things are going pretty well right now.
Try to put size on Kobe.
Denver maybe getting into a set. No. No.
Who is that, 25? I forget who that is.
Let's see, a defensive 3 is called on the Lakers, so Anthony.
On which team?
On Denver.
Appear to be on DJ Venga. Carl saying, I didn't think we matched the playoff intensity of
is that Anthony Carter?
in game number 1.
It is Anthony Carter.
At least until Kobe went to work.
Well, there was a few things that kind of led up maybe to the Lakers breaking away. That breakaway where he inadvertently or advertently, depending on who you speak with, kind of elbowed Anthony Carter. That kind of got the crowd into it, and it kind of got Kobe.
Gotta send help with Vlad Rat. Oh, good dig.
Here is Nene.
It's crazy that like LeBron was playing this year.
He was the league's leading scorer.
Yeah.
Move on Carter, then throws back to Vujacic. Bryant. Yes.
Yeah, the Cavs were 45 and 37.
Damn. And that wasn't a very good roster,
And he got the call.
if I'm remembering correctly.
Is that like the oh yeah, Ruby Gibson, Ilgauskas, LeBron, Damon Jones, Dwayne Jones, Sasha Pavlovich, Joe Smith, Eric Snow, Wally Zerbiak,
Shannon Brown's over there.
Anderson Varejao, Ben Wallace, Delonte West.
Every
Yikes.
once in a while, you got to play late into a shot clock every once in a while. You just can't go crazy offensively. You can't go into the crowd every time.
It's like you're driving into crowds, guys.
No
Stop
driving. Don't shoot too quickly. We got to take our time. I think I saw Rob Pelinka there in the background.
It's fun to look at like the fans too, like the fashion. It's so it's blast from the past stuff.
Taking the ball off the dribble, getting into the lane, trying to create some offense that way, but you're not going to beat the Lakers just for settling for jump shots.
And this is a Denver team that was third in the league in assists. That's because of their style of play. Obviously, you're going to pick up a high number of assists when you're averaging 110 points a game and you're second in scoring.
And you also have two players that are averaging 27 and 28 points respectively, so you're going to get a lot of high
now there's zone
for your ball club.
All right, starters back in for LA. Oh, good find.
Takes it for three, and it's tipped back to Carter. J.R. Smith off to a good start.
Good transition, D.
I
get that it's a first round game, but there's not a whole lot of energy from the crowd.
Move the basketball, one pass, jump shot.
Denver 0 for 9 from beyond the line.
The zone diet.
Matchup zone, it looks like.
It's definitely getting LA out of the triangle.
It's going to draw a lot of attention.
And he does from both Nene and Carter. Then the pass floats away. Recovered by Odom, fires with the shot clock rolling down.
I mean, it's working pretty well.
Second violation. Let's go to Craig.
Good idea. Down 9. Throw something different out there.
Kenyon Martin was getting, that is his normal rest. The last 3 minutes of the first period and then the first 5 minutes of the second quarter. Unfortunately, during those 8 minutes that he was gone, Kobe scored 15 of his 25 points. But George wants to keep his minutes to 35 or less, so he's fresh in the second half.
And Kobe has hit his last 10 shots. He has 25 points.
Out on his own. On an island. There you go.
Backing his way. Rebounded by Gasol. And the double on Kobe. Opens it up for Odom. Has a clear.
There we go. Nice.
Too many lanes, too many avenues that the Lakers can take. Because the Nuggets, are they in a man-to-man? Are they in a zone? Are they in a box-and-one? I think they're not even sure while they're out here. They're not on the same page here.
Kobe from behind got that.
Yeah, and then he ran down court.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Go to the line. Foul on Odom. That is his third. And this July, the #1 cable series of all time returns to TNT. Get a confession with Kira Sedgwick as the closer.
Is there a a previous Lakers player that Austin Reeves reminds you most of, plays most like?
The closer would be proud of. Who out here is going to step up for the Nuggets? To guard Kobe Bryant. There's got to be someone. I know Kenyon Martin.
I don't think so.
He's guarded him before, and he struggled in game 1. But now they're back in the zone, and there's going to be so many avenues.
Oh, nice defense. I like LA, get the ball inside, kick it out, attack closeouts, kick it out or get to the rim. Don't just pass the ball around. You got to drive a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you can start things out with a post touch just to draw them in, so then when you do kick it out, you've got a closeout to attack. That can be good. Fisher's turned down a couple open threes today. I know his release takes a bit, though. That could certainly be why. That's his third, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, I feel also like that's the shot they want you to take when they go into that zone.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get Kobe off the ball and
less
involved.
It's working decently. Ooh. I mean, it's hard to do worse than they did in the first quarter, defending him. Yeah. So.
Iverson met on a switch.
Good switch back. Good defense.
Yeah.
Good job defensively here by
Oof.
Radmanovic not the fleetest of foot. Good work by J.R. Smith.
One-on-one. J.R. Smith with 10 points.
10 points in the first. See, Kobe knows. You got to get that shit to the middle, man.
Mm-hmm. The Nuggets. And the Lakers take.
I always against like a 2-3. I always liked 3 guys on the outside, 1 guy running elbow to elbow, 1 guy short corner to short corner.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can like feed the guy in the short corner or low post and then crash the elbow player to the rim, you can often find some like really easy passes to layups or passes to dunks.
You just got to have that player that's willing to make a fast read, because you know they can fall back on it as well, get back into recover.
Yeah. But like I'm thinking like, you know, like feed Powell in the short corner, Kobe's at the free throw line and he dives hard to the rim, and then either he's probably open or if he's not, you've got, you know, kick out options with defenders running the opposite way. Would be the idea.
Thank you very much, Ernie.
Decent look there for Kobe.
As Kobe Bryant finally misses a shot after hitting on his previous 10.
This is for the first time in like 15 game minutes.
Here's Martin.
Yeah.
Martin getting good position.
All right, Denver's shipping away.
Yep.
Within 5, Lakers have led by as many as 11. Little spurt here by Denver with 6 unanswered.
Yeah, and Kmart is too strong for Radmanovic down low.
Radmanovic for 3. There it is.
Radmanovic with the 3-pointer.
Push this lead out a little bit more.
That's his second from downtown. Hit 2 the other day. Iverson got the step.
So fast.
Fisher gave up the baseline there with his angling. There's just no help.
Yep.
Low man not paying attention.
AI baseline. You're expecting the big to come over and help.
I say that's on Powell. Oh, almost.
Same scenario here for Powell. Glazer tried to bang it off the foot of Bryant, and he did succeed. Let's go to Craig.
Well, Lamar, we showed Kanye West. Not only is he a fan here tonight, but he's affecting the playoff schedule. His sold-out concert in Denver at the Pepsi Center Sunday means that these 2 teams have to play on a Saturday and a Monday. So he'll be traveling with us for games 3 and 4, and he wanted to know if you want to go to this concert.
Oh my God!
Amateur Denver scheduling concerts and when they would be playing in the playoffs. Come on.
Oh,
what are you doing? Didn't think the team was going to be good this year.
In game 1, he's 1 of 5 tonight, 4 points.
Iverson looked like Fisher got a piece of it. Rebounded by Martin, and it carries out of bounds. The ball to the Lakers. Gasol saying after that performance in game 1, usually he does not get that many open looks under the basket.
There you go.
Fisher.
That was very easy.
Talk about open looks right there. There's so many open
the zones, it was too extended there. You got to defend the middle of the paint.
Glazer with a hard driving move, and he is fouled. And he's shaken up, as you can see.
Well, it looks like it's his right arm as he was going in for that layup. It's a good hard foul by Pau Gasol. You never want the ball to get up. Make sure the guy cannot get an and 1. Glazer does a good job driving the basketball. And there's Powell just making sure that the ball does not get above his waist. And this is what you want. Send the guy to the free throw line and make him earn it. I don't know if it was him coming down on his arm or him hitting the floor. He looked like he might have hit his funny bone on the floor.
Last couple of years, Clintus Glazer has had some big moments earlier this season, had a career-high 41. George Karl saying that Glazer scored the 41 on a combination of energy and intensity. And in game one, 9 of 13, hit 3 threes, 23 points. He's had some good games in the past against the Lakers. Comes up.
All right.
On both shots.
Like 45 seconds left in this first half.
Bryant for 3.
Cover for 3.
And the long rebound headed by Rodman.
Oh, buddy. No. Give
It's
it to him.
still open.
Shoot it.
Oh, shit.
Come on, guys.
10 shots in a row. If you're Kobe Bryant, you're starting to fall in love with that jump shot. He was aggressive early, taking the ball to the basket.
Here's Martin.
So a couple gambles from Walton so far.
And he has Walton ahead of the field. Down to 13 seconds.
Reggie Miller in, prime form, talking about a guy falling in love with jumpers as soon as his jumper doesn't fall. So consistent.
Yeah.
The Magic changed. Johnson of analysis.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Lakers by 10.
All right, up 10 at half. Kobe slowed down quite a bit there in the second quarter, only 5 points, but 25 for the first half is nothing to scoff at. 22 combined between AI and JR. Melo with 9. Okay.
Consecutive shots. Let's go.
You need to get Powell going a bit. He only has 4 points.
Powell and Lamar.
Nothing like that at all. 20 points in the first quarter, 2 off the all-time Lakers playoff record. What was the difference?
Well, I knew they were going to make adjustments, so it was important for me to let them know if they want to play single coverage, I can still attack the basket, put points on the board, and just want to put the defense in a position where they have to make choices.
Kenyon Martin's the best single one-on-one defender. When he comes out of the game and you have J.R. Smith or somebody else on you, what's your mentality? What do you do?
Same thing as when Kenyon's in the game. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All right, thanks a lot.
I love that.
Bryant obviously leading the way, 59-49.
Don't matter.
What a performance by Kobe Bryant. He set a career playoff high with 20 points in the first quarter, 25 at the half, and in one stretch he hit 10 consecutive shots.
Well, and Kobe, I hope he doesn't fall in love with that jump shot because it came so easy. I think when he started...
Well, I hope he doesn't fall in love with that jump shot. He only made 10 in a row.
On the other hand, although the numbers are not horrible for Allen Iverson and Carmelo Anthony, both very quiet for the last 14,
Let's see.
15
He
minutes.
has...
For the both of them, but they're falling in love also
15,
with one pass and jump shot.
16, set 25 points on 17 scoring possessions. That is 1.5 points per possession.
And yeah, he missed the last 2 jumpers, I think.
Yeah, he missed a couple in a row, so Reggie's upset.
0 for 10. For 3 for Denver. Yikes.
Denver winning in the paint, though. Second chance points, winning on the boards a bit, getting to the free throw line.
5 assists. Yikes.
The Lakers with 17 on their 20.
Allen Iverson and Carmelo special.
What's keeping them in the game is the points in the paint, 26, and second chance points at 10.
LA shooting 50% on their threes in the first half. 0% from Denver. That's a big difference maker.
On Denver, let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, Mark, George Karl said that Kobe Bryant is taking some very tough shots. He said, I thought our defense was fairly good. He said he's just making a lot of tough shots. He does not see the need to double him quite yet. He said he'll continue to let Kenyon Martin play as long as he can one-on-one. As for the fact that his team is 0 for 10 from threes, he goes, listen, I thought 9 of the 10 were pretty good shots. The only thing I need to do is to have this team understand that they have to penetrate and pass the ball more because you can't have 5 assists on 20 field goals.
All right, thank you, Craig.
Okay. This is a quick trigger from Vlad Rad.
Yeah.
Iverson and Kleza at the guards. Canby, Anthony, and Martin.
Melo looking to attack him.
Good job by
Good pass. Good hands.
Kobe. Woo!
Oh, a little too low.
Nice hands there by Derek Fisher. You want to get down into the gaps, get into the passing lanes. Rather to come over the deflections or steals.
Those look like if you made a cross match between like a jersey and like a nightgown is like the material these jerseys look like.
I had that thought in like the first quarter, but didn't know how to like say it. Yeah, it's soft like satin.
They look comfortable. It does look like satin. It looks like it after like going in like the wash like once would not feel anywhere near as good.
It's probably terrible because it's like, you know how when it gets wet, it gets like super slick.
Yeah, I would imagine like the sweat wicking part of it and just the texture isn't ideal.
Yeah.
And the Lakers set up Odom for Gasol.
There you go, deep position. That's got to be a bucket.
Goaltending? Yeah.
Yep. Got to get him going.
Good job there by Powell, kind of using that shoulder fake to get it up quicker than Marcus Camby could get up.
Powell listed at 7 foot. And Camby right around 6'11".
Dude, run something. These guys don't run anything. They just move around.
They're just ISO.
Yeah, it's just ISO ball and like there's movement, but there's no action.
He's a little frustrated by the officials. Monty McCutcheon, he thought he was fouled on that.
Like at least the triangle has that like stagger on the reversal. If you get the ball to the corner, you get like the slice cut into the ball screen.
Turnover. Another bucket. Lakers gotta clean it up here, but yeah, the triangle's simple, but at least it's, you know, like a structure of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a nice benefit to it. Like, run a play, the play breaks down. All right, what happens is a big challenge. As Kobe hits a three for any offense. Like we ran something, crap. There's 8 seconds left. Now what? With the triangle, you always know what's next.
Yeah,
which is helpful. Even if, you know, by today's standards, the caliber of the action or the frequency of the action itself isn't super high. Like, in these days, 2008, that's a great offense.
Martin, Carmelo, these big guys are all good at finding out each other for alley-oops.
Looking for the high-low. There it is.
Gasol not able to reach that lead.
Pass was just a little too high.
I'm not sure why this struck me before, but it's weird because Carmelo is basically the effective shooting guard in this lineup. And they don't really have any kind of facilitator out there. So maybe it's just the offense is the symptom of the kind of guys they want to start.
Yeah, maybe just that roster construction.
Like, who's the facilitator here?
Mm-hmm. And like how, right? Like if you're, I feel like in today's game for sure, like running ball screens is a huge portion of being able to feed teammates. If you're just like an ISO guy, it's got to be like draw help and then, you know, drive and kick or draw a double and then kick it out. Or in transition, make stuff happen.
Right.
Speaking like a West Coast guy, the evil empire. But we have the Yankees on TBS. You gotta love it.
To me, that's part of the like when we think about like Brandon Ingram on this Team USA team. Not really a pick and roll guy. So like, all right, if you want to, draw something up, get him up going. Like, what do you draw up?
Sure.
And Melo's not really that kind of pick and roll guy either. So see that translating. Nice feed. Kobe spreading the love this quarter.
Yep. Pushing it back up to 10. Just trying to feed Melo in the post. No double. Oh, there's the help though.
Wow.
Finish.
It was just a tad late.
Carmelo has not been able to get into his rhythm, just 5 of 14 from the field.
Nice move by Melo.
That's 3 on Kenyon Martin.
Well, right here, I thought he had the jump shot, but he does a good job of setting up Powell for the little dish down.
Kobe was so good at that, like showing that ball high, making people, put their arms up to contest. And he has another one later like that too, but
yeah, as we see some ice defense from Denver.
Good transition.
Iverson unable to shake Radmanovich. Anthony for three.
Ooh, Melo for three.
Finally make a three.
Yeah. Is that their first of the game?
I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those percentages just being a little bit different would have a big impact on the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
Is a good find.
Oof.
Oh, good move.
Oof.
I like it
Kobe
though.
got-
Driving and
yeah.
kicking. They're finding good stuff.
He's had several more potential assists too.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And he'll head to the line.
Well, he felt that he was fouled on the initial fast break by Radmanovich, but he didn't get the call. I like how he stood with the offensive rebounding, and he said this team can put up points. Second in the league, averaging 110 points a night during the regular season.
Carmelo Anthony averaging just
26 points a game.
for the season. That's fourth in the league, career high 7 rebounds.
49% from the field. Pretty good for that volume, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, considering most of those shots are mid-range jumpers.
Yeah.
Not able to get into it. At this point, just 2 of 8 for Odom, but does have 6 assists. This is the closest the Nuggets have been since early second quarter. Lakers have led by as many as 12. It is now a 4-point game, a 7-0 run put together by Denver.
Well, and Kobe has 28 points, and the next person closest to him is Powell with 9 points.
Bryant for 3. Plays it, able to hustle it down. And Camby moves it across. Camby going right at Gasol.
Oh, man. Man, I want to see a replay of that.
Did you see Kobe sprint that full court?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson's over there in the corner saying, wait a minute, I invented this.
I guess
I think
so.
the left hand.
Yeah.
So Camby to the line for the first time, a 71%.
Oh, if you thought his jump shot was ugly, brother.
There is the Magic Man.
Oh, they missed.
Like they won't even show it to us.
Camby has had
Children are watching this.
He had an epic
points, 13 rebounds, second in rebounding
free throw.
All right, let's get a look.
15 rebounds.
Wow.
Straight year, defensive player of the year last season.
He made both too.
That announcement made yesterday.
Wow, 1-point game.
There's like a sideways motion to that.
It's like he had to see it with his left eye first.
Yeah. 2-3. No movement. That's not a good play. Oh, wow. Camby with a good block.
Yeah.
Iverson going all the way.
Yeah.
Nice. Good play. Should have dumped that off for sure.
Just a second further than he should have. I thought he had Carmelo Anthony wide open on the left-hand side. Whenever the defender commits to you,
He rinsed. Oh, he did slide a little bit.
Yeah, he did. And actually, there was good hustle back to try to take away the dump off that might have been there. Good foul.
Nice skip.
Ooh. I didn't do that.
Front row.
Allen Iverson always been in the top 10 in steals throughout his career.
Just under 6 remaining.
You're better right now than you were at halftime of the first game. So you got to be a little more clever on how you get the ball, when you get the ball, when you get the ball. Play a little bit faster, a little more aggressive. Yeah, you get smacked in the head, but you got to bounce back. It's out there to be had. You got to go get it. It's going to take a lot of work.
Bro looks so fed up.
Get your heads up and play with confidence. It's so good.
Reggie, I was concerned for a moment. I thought George might have hurt himself when he slapped himself in the face like that.
Well, you know, they had 5 assists at halftime. They already have 4 in this third quarter to get back that momentum.
I haven't seen Denver do a single schematic thing on offense in this game.
Really?
I could be wrong. I have not noticed anything. They from a coaching standpoint, they've played 2-3 zone a little bit. Like that's the extent of what I'm seeing. Oh, Luke almost had that. Man, he saw that coming, jumped it, and was a little early. It looked like almost. Maybe a little late.
Coming up on 5 minutes remaining.
Drive.
Third quarter. Here's Fisher open. Derek Fisher with his fourth field goal. He has 10 points in all. So this one is seesaw.
Ice.
By one, and then Iverson is hit. Foul on Fisher.
Fisher again playing no middle, trying to push to the baseline. That time, Powell did rotate over.
AI has always been a magician when he's on that baseline. He's on the top right there, and if you're Luke Walton,
yeah, Walton saw it.
Be absolutely sure that you're able to get this pass. He gambles, misses, easy dunk for Martin.
Iverson now 2 of 3.
Looks a little ugly.
Allen Iverson in his 12th NBA season, a 4-time scoring champ, 8-time All-Star. Once again, led the league in minutes played. Hates to come out of the game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a player like Allen Iverson at his size and what he can do on the floor. He's so durable, he's tough, he plays hurt. That's a broken finger ring, finger, playing through it.
Lakers trying to locate a good shot.
A lot of passing, not a lot of driving here, or penetration from the pass or the drive. There you go. Good work.
That counts in the foul. Bryant with 1 on the shot clock, able to get it down low to Walton.
Kobe with yet another assist.
Yep. Starting to rack him up here in the second. He went through 4 nuggets there. 2 on the perimeter, 2 on the interior.
That's what you got to do.
Just like that's, you know, they're clearly like part of their adjustment was just like, no more Kobe. Make someone else score.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay.
And I mean, the zone isn't all that well executed. Like, you should be able to drive the gaps and get some good looks. Denver's living on the edge here. LA's like a quarter of a second slow on a lot of these passes, turning into pick sixes.
Denver with 8 on the shot clock. Down to 3. Glazer reaching over and is called for the foul.
And Kobe Bryant doing an excellent job of blocking out on Lennox Glazer right there. You want to put your body 6'8", 250 Glazer, but you got to sacrifice your body.
All right, Denver's tighten things up here. 3-point game, 4 minutes to go.
Now the matchup zone. Either pump fake, ball fake, penetrate.
I'd say thus far the zone's been effective.
Lakers have 14 on the 24.
See what we got.
And we still haven't really seen Powell make his mark. You know, he's been able to get it to him in the middle. They do here.
Oh, good pass.
Another assist for Bryant. Rip Hamilton led the way, 20 points for the Pistons. How about Andre Iguodala? 1 of 9 for the field, 4 points. And Boston
just catching up a little on points in the paint, but still mostly Denver.
Yep.
This is really how Kobe started game 1, getting everyone involved.
He's had a number of assists of that nature today.
He garnishes a lot of attention, but Modovich does a good job of going back door.
Eduardo Nahara has come on now for Kenyon Martin. Martin leads with 10 points. Glazer on the move.
Trap.
Too much. So, call for the travel. Three and a half left in the third. Lakers.
I'm not liking the fit today from George Karl.
Surrey will head back to the Mile High City for game 3 on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, Vlad.
Last touch by Denver while the Nuggets.
Big cubicle energy from George Karl.
Yeah.
That outfit.
Big TPS report energy.
Yep.
No more passing from Vlad. You shoot or you shoot.
lead. The Lakers have won 10 of the last 11 here at the Staples against.
Seeing a good bit of shading here, both from in the middle and the baseline, with AI on ball.
Anthony, yes.
That help defense was a big factor in that finals game we watched last time around too.
He's too quick for Luke Walton.
And Walton is open.
Driving and dishing, another assist.
Through his assortment of injuries this year, he's really found his shooting touch in this postseason.
Kobe's just picking them apart with penetration and then finding the open man.
Marvelous. You know, the Lakers, #1 seed in the West. Boston, the #1 seed in the East. Since the NBA expanded the playoffs in 1984, I was wondering, with the Lakers being the #1 seed 9 times, while the Celtics have been the top seed in the East 6 times, when was the last time the two teams met when both were #1 seeds in the finals?
Always informative.
1987, Lakers won 4-2. And a little side note, those 9 times, the Lakers won the title 6 times.
Boston with the best record in the league this season.
3 times. So it's a plus to have that #1 seed.
Along with the information, we get a little sidelight.
Sidebar.
Very nice. Reggie's Remarks, brought to you by AT&T. J.R. Smith is back. Shot the ball well in the first half. Takes to the rim and draws the foul.
J.R. Smith's been a problem all game.
J.R. will.
Yep. He's been a nice boost for them off the bench.
That's his third. Lakers able to turn things around after the Nuggets took the lead briefly. Lakers have hit on their last 6 shots after missing their previous 6. So J.R. Smith in his 4th NBA season, drafted straight out of high schools, St. Benedict's.
Been a pretty good game thus far.
New Jersey.
Denver keeping it close. LA, every time Denver gets a little too close, going a little bit of a run.
Watching TV's Funniest Family is this June. The Bill Engvall Show is back. Catch all new episodes of the True Family Comedy June 12th at 9 only on TBS.
Very funny.
LA with 3 bench guys in right now, along with the 2 stars.
I love Sasha pointing to the swing pass so he could get it. It was great.
Good play, Kobe.
Recognized that, stood right there, took the charge.
3rd foul on Camby. The Lakers at 57-25 in the regular season.
Oh, cookies! Swipe.
Yeah.
Did we see a flare? Look like there was a flare screen on that play.
It's a matchup of the #1 seed and the number
Kobe on Melo.
Anthony. Rebounded by Nahara. Tough pass to handle for Iverson.
Oh, nice.
Kobe one-handed outlet. Smart foul. 3-on-1 there.
Kobe on the defensive end right here. A little miscommunication there by Nahara and AI. Kobe finds himself with the basketball.
On the money with that pass.
3-on-1 break.
Shots for Pau Gasol, one of several huge trades of guys who ended up.
Oh, the Shaq Suns. Oh, that's right.
Shaq and Jason Kidd.
Never forget.
Pretty good numbers there for Powell and Shaquille, but I'm sure everyone is scratching their head with Jason Kidd and what Mark Cuban has done, and now in lieu of what the New Orleans Hornets going to Dallas 2-0. But Jason Kidd, I played him in the playoffs when he was with New Jersey. He's going to be ready for Game 3. He's a competitor.
Yeah, you're right, dude. It's every play is an ISO or a post-up. Like, every single play, dude.
How often do you hear people around the country saying this series is over, and then the team wins back at home, which certainly could happen, and suddenly it's a new series. You take a completely different outlook as to what has taken place.
All Dallas has to do is win Game 3, and everyone's going to be scratching their head saying they can win the next 4 out of 5. And that's basically kind of what goes on. You kind of
Farmer back in running point.
When you win those first 2 games, when you're at home,
Ball in the pal. There it is.
Although the Hornets look pretty good at doing so. And
this ball looks fantastic.
I don't know. Don't know if the Mavs have an answer for Chris Paul.
Ooh.
3 seconds on the clock. No, 6 seconds on the clock.
You gotta remember, Phoenix Suns going home down love 2 against, but I'm telling you, San Antonio.
Oh! Woo, what a cut and a great find.
Yep. Started to overplay him, so he just backdoored him.
Yeah.
It's up to 30 and 6.
In the first quarter, at one point of the first half, hit 10 consecutive shots.
Yeah, with 3 Lakers around him. Front, the side, and the back.
Of the third, Walton around Candy.
Coast to coast.
Candy kind of reached for it, tried to knock it away, did not go for the block as Walton.
That grab and go ability from Walton is definitely one of his better skills.
Nuggets took the lead early in this third quarter. The Lakers have erased that, and now they have that same 10-point lead they had at halftime.
Iverson for 3. Yes.
Big shot.
The lead is down to 7.
All right, LA's going to get the last shot here.
Shot 35% from beyond the arc in regular season play. Lakers holding for a final shot of this third quarter. Bryant kicks it out. Vujicic, fourth.
That was
Again. They just cannot stay in front of Kobe.
Here comes Iverson, gets it off.
I love that he hit him with a laser, too. Just like a crisp, fast pass.
Yeah, so 5 assists for Kobe there in that quarter.
Here in the third quarter, only 2 field goals. He's done a terrific job distributing the ball. Talk about how the offense is clicking.
7 for him on the game.
We got struggling there for a while. We got in the zone and we didn't move the ball the right way, and we got ourselves in a situation where
So he had 20 points in the first quarter.
But at the end of the quarter, the last
slower second quarter.
we were able to shake ourselves loose a little bit.
And then 5 assists in the third.
Obviously, Allen Iverson and Carmelo
Made the adjustment.
What are your defensive
Yeah.
capacities to stop them here in the fourth quarter?
Stop penetration. Keep the lanes closed.
They just cannot stay in front of him at the point of attack. I'd say is the biggest thing for Denver.
We have to live with that right now.
And the fourth quarter gets underway.
Nice defense. Lakers have no, they don't have numbers.
Lamar Odom back on the floor. Rejected by Camby, and then a foul on Odom. That's number 5.
Yeah. Rough game
He's
for
been,
him.
yeah, I was going to say, he's been a non-factor for the most part.
Yeah.
Not doing well on the boards.
I mean, that was
defensively.
a clear should have passed to the corner.
Yeah.
To Vujicic in the corner, but this is going to be a loss because he's going to be on the bench here until the 5-minute mark of this quarter at least.
Lamar, who played so well in game 1, not able to get into it.
He will not return to the game.
Foul trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Only 19 seconds he plays this quarter.
Stopped by Farmar.
Good help there by Vujicic.
Yeah, Luke has just been better this game.
Went to the second option, and he now has 22 points. 89-81, Lakers. They have led by
Good bit of space. Help comes. He's out. Oh.
And the rebound is handled by Nahara. Plays are now up front with Camby and Nahara. Iverson and Smith at the guards. Here's Camby way off.
Now we give Marcus Camby that shot all night.
Farmar's not looking as bad when the help comes. When he's on an island, AI is going to work on him.
Yeah. Nice dish.
From the other side,
Yeah.
from downtown.
Over the shoulder.
That's his third three-pointer.
His nickname, the Machine.
Well, that nickname came about because he's the self-proclaimed as J.R.
There's J.R.
Comes
Smith.
right back with a 3. Bryant tried to break, but the Nuggets got back.
Oh, he's open. Yeah, there you go. Good find. I don't know how they left him that wide open.
But
Always seeing the floor.
Kobe just draws those eyes, man. Too easy.
Yes, but Sasha has come a long way, and now his teammates say, "Now you've earned the nickname. You can."
I want to see his shot chart this game.
He's done a good job hitting his shots off the bench, as has Jordan Farmar.
Kobe Bryant, great job, 30 points, but being a
zone.
facilitator, finding his teammates.
Farmar.
Damn.
That would not drop. Smith from downtown again.
Back-to-back threes.
J.R. Smith heat checking.
Way to get into this game.
5-point game. Lots of time left too.
Denver within 5.
Zone's taking Kobe's scoring out of it a little bit. Certainly been finding teammates though.
Nice.
Here he is again.
As you mentioned, Kobe involved right here at the start of the fourth quarter, trying to set up teammates.
Broke that zone all by himself, man. Jeez.
I wonder if they switch to man and just double a little bit more aggressively and just kind of zone up weak side. Oh, good idea. Because they just cannot stop the penetration with the zone.
Bryant will head to the line when we come back. Denver takes a timeout.
That last play where Iverson cleared through, to the other side of the court, Farmer just didn't follow and then found himself with no one on that side and was like looking for the next guy to match up on. It's hurting me, dude.
So what started out as a season of turbulence for the Lakers ends up with a record of 57.
Flare screen.
Ran like a lob play for Farmer there.
Yeah. A little live. Good step up.
Oh, he's so bad.
Play.
He is heating up in the fourth quarter. 26 points for Iverson.
Well, that was one of the concerns from Phil Jackson. He talked about penetration. They got to find a way to keep
him
Iverson
going fast off the screen against that drop from Powers. Not working great. Farmer's having trouble staying in front with the screen navigation.
And he's going like way under, but just taking the weirdest angles too.
In this series, Bynum, we've been told possibly not till the second round if the Lakers do advance. Key pieces to the puzzle.
Good find.
Love that. How he keeps it up high like that.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
It's tough though. Like keep it high and like pivot your body weight. Like spin back around.
That's a fundamental big man thing that I think is getting lost a bit in today's game. Lots of guys want to go for the power dribble, but you just raise the risk of getting the ball stripped away so much.
Yep. I mean, I still feel like guys are going to swipe at it because that's just their nature, and you're just more likely to get fouls.
Yeah, and if you're, 6'10" or 7 feet or whatever, keeping it high, I like my odds a little bit more than bringing it down to the guards.
Yep.
Yes, he's an excellent defensive player.
Also, it's funny to see like when the NBA had that dress code rule. Like these guys are clearly not dressed like that unless they were forced.
Ooh.
I blame Jordan.
Iverson met by Bryant. Anthony posting up. Anthony strong.
Oof, wow. He just muscled him down.
Yeah. 5-point game.
Crowd's getting nervous.
Some defensive stops. They're only down 5 points, but they can't stop anyone.
And that has been the case
Repost
throughout the season, although they will point the stats that Marcus puts up. Gasol unable to hit.
Oh.
Chased down low by Vujicic. They get the new Shot clock. Bryant pulls it back.
Oh.
Got the step.
Yeesh,
That one. The move on top of move on top of move.
Yeah, they don't show it there, but that's what's so tough about using that north-south, right? By the time the guy thinks, like, you're going to do a step back, right? There, he's coming out, and you're going right past him.
Uh-huh. You use that anticipation against him.
Exactly. Yeah, that move looked like Austin Reeves. I mean, yeah, literally. Like, Harden's amazing at that, too. Luke is pretty good at that as well.
Mm-hmm. The Nuggets, they say, hey, we have Marcus Camby, leads the league in block shots. Look at the steals. We lead the league with 9, but those...
That's fool's gold.
Yeah, right.
That's fool's gold because that's Allen Iverson and that's Carmelo Anthony getting beat, and that's Kenyon Martin as well as Marcus Camby coming over blocking shots and help defense.
Rare miss for J.R. Smith.
Good exchange on the weak side.
Now Anthony guarding
Kobe feeling it. Thinks he got fouled, I think.
Yeah. That's your good find.
Defense, holy shit.
Foul committed by Bryant.
That was a frustration call right there by Kobe Bryant.
Second foul on Bryant. Anthony to the line where he's hit 3 of 3. Well, you can go to the expanded TNT Overtime on NBA.com and check out Reggie's Mailbag, where you can ask Reggie Miller his latest fashion tips. Is that right, Mr. GQ?
Absolutely correct. We answer everything.
I'm just reading the promotional card. TNT Overtime on NBA.com, where you can get TNT NBA.
Jerseys are like if a magician's cape was an outfit.
21 points.
Oh my God.
But I want one though. Like, I want to sleep in that every night. It looks great.
That is not temperature, conscious. It seems like just polyester.
A polyester tank top.
Yeah. Kenny Martin fouls out.
All right, that'll open things up a bit. Kobe's got some points to score here. These last 5:47.
Oh, he sure does.
He's got a lot of points left in him in this game, so we're in store for some fun action here.
2-0 in this best of 7, game 3 in Denver on Saturday. We'll be there 5:30 Eastern time right here on TNT. As Pau Gasol goes to the line.
LA's done a nice job just keeping Denver at, arm's length away. Like, I don't think they've gotten closer than 5 this half. But it's been between like 5 and 10 pretty much the whole half, it seems like.
Yeah, right. I made that up. I know. And then he helped lead the Spanish national team to the Junior World title by the age of 18. Originally
all right, so we got AI out there, J.R. Smith.
Fired by the Grizzlies. Foul is called, and
Nahara.
felt that Sasha Vujacic was pushed, and now Bennett Salvatore talking it over with fellow official Louis Grillo.
Well, they're calling the first one, and that's on Vujacic, but I won't be surprised if Smith gets a technical for the second one, somewhat the slap in Vujacic's face right there. So there's a foul on Vujacic, but a technical on J.R. Smith.
And that is the call. Now you look back at game 1, Reggie, wasn't quite as...
Who's shooting the free throws? Kobe or the machine?
Cleveland, Washington.
Kobe.
But game 1 had its moments. Denver picked up 4 technical fouls, including 2 on Allen Iverson, that resulted in his ejection late in the game. So Bryant now is 34. J.R. Smith had a flagrant foul 1, and there you see the reaction by Smith. A little overreaction by Vujacic, but he did take a shot. And there are a number of hard hits.
Yeah, he was a flopper too. That's why a lot of people didn't like him.
Ahead of his game. Ahead of his time.
Offensive foul on Carmelo Anthony against Luke Walton. Extended that right arm.
And a technical.
Good defense, Luke. And a tech. Denver's melting down here.
Allen Iverson. And the Nuggets are now losing their composure.
They fouled out and then 2 techs in like 1 minute here.
And there's lots of time remaining. And it's only a 10-point game. So here's Bryant once again shooting a technical.
Right here.
Dude, even the MVP chants are weak.
Just leans with that right shoulder down low. A little bit of acting on Luke Walton.
It's a first-round series. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess so.
It was after years of the Lakers not being good, post-Shaq. So there should have been more energy, which I think you see more as the playoffs go on. Obi. Keep checking.
There we go. He's feeling it. Getting the crowd into it.
He actually leaves the game with like 2 minutes left, so he's going to score like 11 in 3 minutes.
Wow.
What else can the guy do? He's just leading his team, hopefully trying to win a 4th championship.
Double drag.
Kobe within 1
No.
assist of his playoff career high. Here's Iverson. That shot contested from behind.
That was a tough shot.
Fisher for Gasol, and it's picked off. Iverson saw that coming. Iverson on the move. Foul is called on the Lakers. That's a 3 on Bryant. So Iverson fouled in the act.
I guess another downside of those uniforms is you can see the wrinkles quite a lot more.
26 points, 10 of 20.
I thought you were going to say you could see the sweat, marks. Like where it's
No,
darker.
they get those bad boys steamed at halftime. Look at that.
At the line, not quite as bad as the other day when they were 23 of 37.
There's still some weapons on the floor for the Nuggets. Glazer, who's always had the
Why'd they put a mountain on the booty? Did you see that? It's like a logo right on the butt.
There's less than 5 minutes left, but you still got to compete and play hard to try to send a message as you go home.
Look at him go. Look at him. Working. Up, under, off the glass.
Get in.
I'm telling you, he's shaking his head like MJ did when he was looking at
40 and 10. No big deal.
Game 1 against Portland when he went 6 of 10 from long range.
And here is Iverson coming up short.
Iverson's gotten cold.
Foul committed by Anthony. Yes, that was the NBA Finals. I should point out Mike Fratello was also at the table, and he claims that Jordan was looking at him.
Look at the pump fake right here, the up and under. He's trying to send a message over to George Karl and the Denver Nuggets. And Kobe's
Crazy. So
well
smooth.
in Denver in years past. And not this year because it really hasn't been needed. It's been a team effort, 3-0 regular season win.
Like he really did embody that, making incredibly difficult things look easy that only the best of the best in their fields can do. And many different things in life, but goddamn.
Yeah, I know you're going to look in my direction.
Where did jinx him?
Can only be a jinx if he actually hears him. Good job by Vujacic defensively. And now Bryant called for the reach-in, chasing Iverson.
Interesting commentary from Marv Albert saying that the announcer's jinx can't be a jinx if they don't hear it. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Wow.
Iverson back
That's like big brain. That's like, yeah.
Take some accountability for what you've done.
Schrodinger's announced it, man.
That's what kept him from 50 in this game. Marv Albert. The guys in the pajamas sure weren't doing anything to stop him.
Sunday on ABC, Game 4 between the Cavaliers and Wizards, followed by Game 4 of San Antonio and Phoenix. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. The Lakers have pulled away. Denver did come
go to work. Blow by. That's too easy.
The demoralization after some of these buckets are brutal, dude. His shoulders were just, oh, dude.
Yep. I think they had a down screen on the weak side there, hoping to open things up. Good move. Couldn't finish that.
But yeah, Clay's just like, fuck, man. What do you want me to do?
Is that really the matchup? They don't have someone else out there they can put on Kobe?
Foul is called as Bryant was trying to cut away from Clayza, and Clayza made contact with Denver over the limit. Bryant to the line where he has connected on 6 of 6. And again, the chance of MVP. The votes are in, it should be pointed out, because
they are.
The ballots must be in by last week, right at the end of the regular season. Kobe Bryant's career playoff high, 50. He did it May 4th of 2006, as you see, a 50-point game against the Phoenix Suns. It's his first miss at the line.
Oh, on his line.
Deflected out, and a foul is called.
Tech on Derek Fisher.
And he's hit with a technical, did not like the call. So the loose ball foul on Fisher for a push. And then off the arc.
And the lead is up to 17 right now. Wow. Got up there quick.
He felt that he was pushed from behind by J.R. Smith, and that's what caused him to trip into Allen Iverson.
So, Tom, what do we have on deck for Thursday for the stream? You want to tell the folks what we got going on?
Yeah, Thursday we're going to be talking about the biggest threats to the Lakers in the West. Don't have any plans for a video right now. Maybe I'll throw something together, but we're going to do a little bit of some reconnaissance on the rest of the Western Conference. Talk about, obviously Denver, probably Phoenix, and then, maybe some more fringe teams. We played the Golden State Warriors last year in the playoffs. Maybe they are back and better than ever with Chris Paul. Or maybe a full year of Kyrie and Luka is threatening. We'll get our jokes off. But yeah, well, maybe Memphis is better. We'll see. We'll talk through most of the, I would say, expected to contend teams, and give some more time to obviously teams like Denver and the higher ups, but I think teams like, OKC could be good. I'm not expecting them to win the West or anything, but Kobe. Like how he did the 3, like the rings and a 3. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah. The people need that Chris Paul scouting report.
Yeah.
So we'll have to discuss who do we actually want to cover in that pod. We can connect offline. As of right now, I have, including the Lakers, 6 teams written down in the show notes. I haven't done any of the scouting yet, but I was just trying to brainstorm, who would we cover?
Including the Lakers?
Including the Lakers.
Okay.
But there are a couple where I'm like, am I reaching? Maybe? Not. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, and if anything, it's worth talking about some of them. I think Sacramento was 3rd in the West last year, and I don't think they've gotten significantly worse, but Are they a threat? It might be worth at least mentioning. Or, you know, like I mentioned, Dallas, somebody like Luka, the star power of a team like that. They made some decent moves. I don't hate the stuff that they did with limited flexibility. God damn, Kobe.
Ooh, and one.
You can't let that happen if you're J.R. Smith. Because if you're going to be drawing back and forth and he drives like that, there's no way he should get the ball above his waist right there.
Scoring at will.
So maybe we do like a left con on each team or something like that. How worried we are that if they were to face them in the playoffs, you know?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Just as like a part of their conversation.
Yeah.
That's 49 for Bryant. 19 of the 49 in his fourth quarter. He scores 20.
So yeah, Kobe had 20 in the first, like 5 in the second, like 5 in the third, and 19 in the fourth.
And he thought he was fouled. So Kobe, one away from equaling.
And a lot of assists in the second and third quarters, too. Whole game, he was pressuring the defense, it seemed like. Second quarter, a little bit less so. But
The son of Denver head coach George Karl checks in.
Suck on that, George Karl.
great game from Kobe. He'll finish with 49, 3, and 10.
What was his field goal attempts? Well, I'm going to look it up.
Oh, I shortchanged him. 49, 4, and 10. He ended up going 18 for 27 overall. 5 for 9 on his threes, 8 for 9 from the free throw line.
18 for 27, bro. Like 67%. That's crazy.
Yeah. 13 of 18 on his twos.
How many threes did he have? 5 threes? That's a lot for back then. That's a lot of threes for back then.
He went 5 for 9, and that led all players.
Yeah.
Denver as a team.
I was going to say
4 for 19.
Yeah. That's crazy. They still scored 103 too. Well, or you know, more. Kobe Karl.
In the fourth, Craig was making dinner plans for after the game.
Yeah, Kobe did have the most threes. I think it was 11 at the time. 12. Yeah. With who's it? Danielle Marshall, I think.
Oh yeah, just the most
random
name.
Yeah. Not Ray Allen, not Glenn Rice, not Reggie Miller.
Is that what you're talking about, Tom? The graphic?
Yeah, the zone diet. Kobe Bryant, 49 and 10.
12 threes for the Lakers and spread the wealth.
Was it a sign of things to come?
Back to it.
Love that.
And yeah, Lakers ended up tying them with points in the paint after being down by 10 plus pretty much the whole game.
And as our statistician Brian Taylor points out, Kobe Bryant, before he left just a moment ago, had scored 16 of the Lakers' last 17 points. Now, currently, Craig is ready, has his post-game plans all set. Let's
renewable.
You're talking about Kobe Karl, obviously being coached against the other team, which is George Karl. I asked Phil Jackson how he felt about one of his players having dinner with the opposing coach the night before a game. He said, Kobe Karl actually asked me to be all right. And I said, use your own judgment. I talked to George today. I said, how was the dinner? He said, it was miserable. I looked across the table. I didn't see my son. All I saw was a Laker. And on top of that, he was
me when my player finally gets to come in the game.
Yeah.
Nice that he picked up the check.
That's nice of
That's Kobe Karl.
Father's going to have to contemplate going back to the drawing board for game 3.
So LA goes on to win this series 4-0. Not having too much trouble. But this was a fun one. AI had a lot of nice shots. Melo was going to work. We saw Kobe assisting left and right, scoring left and right. And it seemed like he was just like, oh yeah, J.R. Smith added a lot of scoring off the bench for Denver. And you could just see like, all right, what is Denver doing? What does that give up? I'll do that. Scoring, great. Passing, great. didn't really seem to matter.
Starting at 5:30 Eastern time. Here's Benga, who just came back.
DJ.
Now to 20 seconds to go.
All right, so this will wrap things up. If you're not already, check out the YouTube account.
Yeah.
Look up Lakers Exceptionalism. We've got a Austin Reeves, about 5-minute video out that we showed yesterday on the stream. If you missed it, you can check it out on YouTube. Great stuff that Tom put together. We've got a replay of yesterday's stream, and then also a YouTube short video.
Yeah, I'm getting the link to that one right now. But yeah, thanks for supporting. We really appreciate it. You know, likes and subs help us out a lot, but we're just getting started for this season. So check it out, and I'll drop a link to that short right now. Did a little recap of this game, and yeah, we'll be back on Thursday.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a good night.
Thanks, y'all. Take care.
For 21 points, Luke Walton with a season-high 18 points on 7 of 11 from the field, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's with Craig.
Well, thanks, Mark. Kobe Bryant has agreed to be on a headset with our studio with EJ, Kenny, and Charles in just a few moments. But we have Luke Walton, who came 1 point away from your career playoff high. Terrific game. First of all, what was with Kobe tonight?
I mean, that's Kobe pretty much every night. That's why, you know, in our eyes, we think he should be MVP of this league. He could take over a game at any time, and he still had 10, 11 assists with getting all of us involved. So he did a great job making decisions out there tonight.
But he also is a showman. We saw that he felt nobody could stop him. He started showing how hot his hand was. He was talking to Marv at certain times. What's it like when you're a teammate of his, knowing he gets in one of those zones?
It's awesome. You know, it's fun to sit back and watch. If you're on the bench and if you're on the court, you kind of just work and try to manipulate the offense a little bit to get him the ball in scoring positions. But, yeah, you know, he's in L.A., so he definitely knows how to get the crowd going a little bit.
This is your 5th year in the league, 4th year in the playoffs. Your game has obviously evolved. He trusts you a lot more than he used to. What's it like for you on this stage in L.A. to come in and play so well tonight?
I love it. This is what, you know, the NBA is about, is here in the playoffs and to get the crowd going, you know, early on. And we've learned from a lot of early round losses in the past couple years that you got to come out and take care of business on your home court. So I think that's what's helping us right now.
All right, thanks a lot, Luke.